starting soon screen, and I'm gonna go get some water and use the bathroom. So, yeah, technically stream is starting soon. I'll be back. Okay. I gotta turn on Curse Forge and all this stuff and see how this is gonna work. I don't see myself turning shaders on right now because they never work very well. I've had good specs for shaders for a while, but it just never really works all that much. So I'll have to see. Which one is this? And let me survey the mods because I haven't actually seen the mods in a minute. Okay, well, looks good to me. I will probably add on to it later because I usually do that with my mod packs. I'll start them up and then I'll be like, oh well, kind of wish I had this or that, and I'll add on to it. Okay. This is 1.20.4, I think. I was doing 1.20.1 for my personal mod packs before, and then I'll probably move on to 121 whenever that comes around. Will someday, I'm sure. I don't mean like 121 coming out, I mean mod support for it, like a major mod support. I don't know what version it's going to be. Just gotta wait. Oh man. I have 8 dedicated gigabytes to this game. That might be a little too much. I don't think I'm gonna need all that, but I'll have to see. Press enter to enable the narrator? You kidding me? Alright, let me go over to my main screen and set up Minecraft. Rename this. Uh, then my game capture needs to be switched over to Minecraft. There's that. And then transition, turn off studio mode, and then I need to make sure it's working. It is, it's kind of loud. Well, it's always kind of loud. Let me turn off the music, or should I? I'll turn it down really low, because I never usually have the music on anymore. I always have it, like, super duper low, because it's, a little bit annoying. But I think that's everything. It should be set, and it's not crashing. I'm actually a little shocked. I didn't think about it, but generally when I'm building a mod pack, it'll crash. I need to like figure out what the conflicts are, but it worked just fine. And then I need to make a code word for this world, so I guess it's gonna be harbor. I was thinking it, and it was the first word that came to mind. I don't have any like biomes of plenty. It's all just generic. Survival, normal, allow cheats. I don't think I need cheats. I don't think there's anything I would need that for. Oh, you know what? Uh, not this time, but next time I'm gonna get graves. Get a gravestone mod. Maybe I should just pick up Quirk, because Quirk is always a good one. And then we'll see if I like the world generation. I found some crazy world generation on one of the mod packs I built not too long ago. It was really beautiful, and I can't remember what version it was on. but it seemed unnatural. Like it wasn't how Minecraft normally does stuff. And I didn't have any like Terraformacraft or anything like that. No terrain changers, so I don't know. I don't know. I need to update my second monitor at some point because my second monitor is smaller than the other one, and it kind of sucks for. Oh wow. Oh, hold on, give it a sec. Could have the most beautiful specs in the world. The game will always suck when it loads up for the first time. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Let me just look around very slowly, make sure everything's registered. Good enough for me. Let me change my controls. Flip these. I didn't have a. No, I don't have a map. I actually have to rely on good old F3. You can see my specs in here too, because it doesn't hide that. So you can see that I have my i7 4790 CPU, because this is, and I think I've mentioned it before, but my computer is not like a custom. Well, no, it is a custom built. It's not a pre-built or like an Alienware computer. This is an old Optiplex office computer that I've just been specking out with stuff for ages. It's been how I've been building all my stuff for the longest time. It's always worked. It's always worked for me. I mean, this thing has carried me for almost a year now. Before that, I was using um, this smaller Optiplex, and this is a funny one. It was an Optiplex 390 that I aptly titled the shitbox because it sucks so bad. It was a small form factor, so I couldn't fit the GPU. I had to malform the box to make it work. And then, what else? It couldn't do very much. It couldn't support very much because it was a small form factor computer. It didn't have the, it wasn't very moddable, I guess you could say. So I couldn't do very much to it, and it only had like 8 gigs of memory. I had like a 950 that I was using, and as soon as I could, I updated, just completely updated, brand new, and things have been good since then. I'll probably get an upgrade on this computer within the year, or not within the year, but within a year or two, because this thing is already showing its limitations. But that's just the nature of budget building, is that these are always going to be limited in some capacity, and the case for this one is that it's limited by, I would say it's limited just by how old it is. I mean, Windows 11 is coming out, or it's came out, but it's replacing Windows 10, and the support for Windows 10 will go, and then after that, I'm really not sure what's gonna happen. Because this thing can't update. It's one of the old ones that doesn't have the ability to. I don't have that trusted platform module and CPU support that they really talk about. So there's not much I can do about that on this old fart. And then I don't know where I'm gonna go. Is this eastward? Where is this? This is westward, okay. I didn't even do that. Westward for 1,000 miles or more. I'm just gonna go. Get out of the jungle and head somewhere else. I think the staple of this mod pack is the Young's stuff, like the Young's better mine shafts, better jungle temples, better desert temples. All the things in the world are much nicer, much more beautiful. And then I have no shader support yet. I don't have anything like rubidium or Optifine. It's all just base game graphics. I don't really play with shaders very much anyway. They're very pretty and they're very fun, but they don't really run all that well. Which I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just... It's hard to say if it's the game. I don't know what aspect of the game causes it, but whenever I use shaders, usually it's not a problem with FPS, it's a problem with loading. Like the chunks have a really bad loading rate, and I don't know what the fix is, or if it's just the nature of one of the parts on my computer, uh, or if it's just how Minecraft is now, because this thing runs a lot worse than it used to on the older versions, which is heartbreaking. So, it might just be that Minecraft is an unoptimized piece of crap sometimes. It would not shock me in the slightest to hear that. But regardless, if you can bear just a little bit of this glitching as I move on to new spots in the world, which hopefully it's not too laggy for you as it is for me. But if you can bear with me for that, then, you know, here's Minecraft on stream for the first time. I wanted to do back when the 100-day crazes were, you know, like the 100 days in Korea, 100 days in yada yada yada. I never watched like the really farmed ones where it's like 100 days. I spent 100 days in Pokemon or whatever that crap was. But just back when it was a big craze, I really wanted to do 100 days of create. I had a Google spreadsheet for it and everything. I really wanted to do that, but I tried it to do it and it just wouldn't run well. I couldn't get the game to load very well, and I can't remember if that was before or after my current computer. I don't remember when, but it was, you know, it was a thing. Never came to fruition, and even if it was all recorded, I feel like I wouldn't have had the capacity to edit all of that footage down. I think it would have been kind of miserable. I think if I did it now, I probably could without much issue, but just it's a lot of work to edit down stuff like that. It's why I don't think I'm ever gonna make a Zomboid like highlights video or anything like that from any Zomboid streams, because it would be a miserable process to try and do, because it'd be endless. I think I would have to actually space out or plan ahead for the editing, because my Zomboid streams would go for like 5 or 6 hours. I've already seen like they go for a while, and then I mean I would just keep streaming, and I would have to keep working with more and more footage, and I just wouldn't want to do it. I think I'd just rather live in peace with my other stuff and just let Zomboid be a VOD thing. Because I mean, all those Zomboid streams are all VODed. Everything is, even the 30-minute streams that I don't like, which there's only a couple. Deep Rock being one of them. There's Deep Rock, and then there's the my H3VR stream from like last week, I think, or the week before. I think it was last week, but I was playing H3VR for a bit to test out how VR would be on stream, and I was just sweating my ass off. It was so miserable in here because my AC is just loud and old and sucks. So there was nothing I could do about that. But I tried it, and I think it worked pretty well. The biggest thing I was worried about was CPU. It was that the CPU would be overloaded trying to do all of everything, you know, streaming and playing the game and running all the stuff. Not to mention just OBS alone being on. I was a little worried about it. But it seemed to fare pretty well. I didn't have much issue playing the game, so I mean, it probably worked pretty fine. But VR is just, I don't know. So I wanted to start streaming again. I was like, I wanted to start doing VR stuff. but I just haven't really done any VR stuff. I just really haven't felt like it. I've had much more fun doing everything else than actually doing what I was originally wanted to do, so I just really haven't bothered. But maybe it'll change, I don't know. Because I've had a bit of a change of heart the last, like, week or so. Or maybe the last, like, week and a half. I've really felt like I'm getting tired of the list of games that I've been playing. Which I think I've talked about more than once on stream. Because I'm tired of Zomboid, I'll be honest with you. Playing it for, like, hours almost every day of the week is just too much. It's too much for my poor little heart to handle right now. And maybe it's because I was playing before I started streaming, so I was already kind of running down uh, the slope, I guess, or I was running down my desire to play it. I was kind of already getting burnt out of Zomboid, and Ice just finally kicked in. You know, finally kicked me in the bucket, and that was it. So there's that. When I'll go back to Zomboid, I'm not sure. Whenever I feel like it, could be next week, it could be next month. I don't know. I know it'll definitely, when Build 42 comes out, I'm definitely going to be on there. Because I want to play Build 42. Even if it's in the unstable branch, I really want to play that, and everybody does. So, yeah. That'll be when that time comes around. But that's enough yammering for me for a sec. I gotta set up a little house to sit in for the night. Because, well, where's the water? Is there water around here? There's that bit, but it only leads to a lake. It's not an actual ocean. Just trying to find a spot I like, which is always kind of horrible. I have had, like, oh yeah, I have Serene Seasons on. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's on here too. I in one of my runs, I think it was solo. I don't think it was on a server or anything like that. I explored for like I don't even know. It must have been like oh yeah, nice. It must have been like 50,000 blocks, something like that. It was really really far away. I probably spent like a good couple hours just exploring. A good couple hours just exploring until I found something I liked. I probably shouldn't do this. You know what I should do? It would be smart to do. Would be to make a pickaxe and then go mining for a bit in here in my little. Let me turn my gamma all the way up for a bit because I can barely see myself. Yeah, that's a little better. Here we go. Now, is that a spider in a cave, or is that a spider on the outside? I don't know. Should have killed some sheep before I went out exploring. What are those items? Hold on a sec. I'm looking at something unique. I saw something unique. Any kind of recipe that needs string, it was one of those. Oh, it was the crayfish furniture mod. I see. I see. Spatula. A bunch of hammocks and some hammocks. Neat. Can't make any sculk stuff. I think I don't really know how you get this stuff. But I silk touch I don't know, or something like that. What? Okay. I don't see myself staying right here, but it is a pretty spot. I think the only thing about it that I don't like is the hillinous terrain that it's got. I got nothing to build I'm gonna make charcoal with right now. I can work on getting some wood though, because I mean it's not too bad out there, and even if things start showing up, I can always fight them. Okay, I'm turning on some music. That's why everything stopped for a sec. I'm in the process of turning on some music because just listening to the sound of Minecraft is a little too quiet for my taste. A little too quiet. That's a car going past. That works. Wood collecting time. I got fast leaf decay too. Fast leaf decay. So all these traits are gonna go down really fast. Delightful. Alright, now I get some more. I need to get a furnace. Then I'm gonna make some charcoal, make some torches, and then sit here for the night. And that's all I'm gonna do. Sweet, look at that. Light. Oh my god. Almost got killed. Almost got absolutely demolished out here. Gotta feed on melon slices for a bit. Too much strength up. Two seconds. Alright. Alright, I want to find some planes. Our Boreal might not be too bad. I think this is a dead end over here. Nope, let's go somewhere. Did I get create? Is that a mod I had? No, I didn't grab create. It must not be on this version. I wonder where this goes. Water. Bunch of water. Awesome. This way? Hey, Medivi. Ooh. Okay. I'll see what's going on at this outpost. Ow. I was on a whole tangent about Zomboid and how I'm kind of tired of it right now. I'm on a break, getting away from it because I've been playing it for so much. I'm burnt out. This is a big fortress too. Or not a big fortress, it's a big area. See if I can't breach in and lock myself in. Oh, that's a golem over there. Nice. Oh. Oh, this is a slab, that's why. Okay. This is custom built. I just kind of slapped some stuff together, and that's what I'm playing right now. I have to update it too because it's got some things that I need to get, like gravestones, for example. Uh, some might call me a coward for playing it that way, but I prefer gravestones. I gotta figure out what to do here. Energy, like RF, like forge energy? No, I don't have any like immersive or thermal right now. And I don't really know what's on 1.20.4 right now. I was hoping to get create, but create isn't updated for this version just yet. So. Ow. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna let him defend me for a sec. Is he just gonna stand there? Do something, man. There we go. Ow. You gonna die? He's gonna die. I mean, you've never had particularly bad English. I mean, you're understandable. It's not like you're completely broken English. You're fine. Besides, it's all about practice. Always takes time. I know I've wanted to learn languages before, and I think I'm really good at adapting to languages, but the issue is I've never had a place to apply it. So, like, back in school, I would adapt to Spanish really well. Like, I was really good at learning it, listening, but I never. I never really had a place to put it to use, so I, you know, just never adapted it, I guess. I think at that point it just, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's just learning words. I mean, I was big into learning vocabulary, just English vocabulary. I'm very wordy in that sense. Come on, dude, do something. There you go. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, well, I went westward, and that happened. So what's east is water, which is good. I guess I'll just ride the ocean. I'm hoping to find some plains. That's what I want to get. I want to get some plains and then set up a good spot. Not sure what I'll set up. Because something I'm only really starting to do now is actually starting to like diversify my builds. I've always wanted to be a decent builder, but it takes a certain mindset, I think. It's not as simple as just building. Well, it comes easy to some, but creativity is like that sometimes. It comes easier to some than others. It's all about the ways of thinking, I think. This may not be as big an ocean as I thought. Yeah, for language, it just comes down to learning more. I guess, like, if I were in your position, which, by the way, this is a mushroom island. That's really lucky. If I were in your position, I guess find some basic English literature and then just start reading. And for words you don't understand, you can look them up and just slowly accumulate an idea of vocabulary. And I'm not a certified linguist, so I mean, I can only give you so much good advice about that. It's not something I'm really experienced with, but I mean, it's a good spot to learn English is to just start with literature. It doesn't have to be stuff super complicated. It could be things as simple as just getting what are some basic English books? I guess I don't know. Uh, those Harry Potter books, I suppose. I know I'm not a big book reader, unfortunately. It wasn't something that I did when I was younger very often, which kind of sucks because I read a lot of books and I love a lot of books. It's really fun. I'm so adapted to just using my computer that I kind of just been on my computer a lot. It's something like video games are my big thing. I was one of those kids. So reading was never something big in my repertoire, but I ought to read more. Put some time into the day and just read. It would be nice, because I got some books that I've bought that I'd like to read at some point. Is that a shipwreck? Age is something I don't like to disclose. I think that's it's not something everyone needs to know. I'm over 18, and that's the extent on which I think people would need to know how old I am. If I feel like disclosing more someday, I might, but it's just not one of those things that I feel is very important. Just grab all this real quick. Oh, you know what I need to get? I need to get, well, actually, no. Isn't... Oh, God. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know it was Curse of Binding. Okay, well, I'll have to kill myself at some point and take that off. Is there anything else down here? I think that... No, that was it. Okay. Some armored trims, a little bit of TNT, poisonous potatoes. Oh, planks. I already got those, and then gunpowder. Hey, a village. Age is the same thing with my face. I've never, since I've managed Sky Tandy, never shown my face on any of my videos or any kind of stream. And the reason being is I just like the anonymity. I like not having to show my face, not having to, pose for the camera or anything like that. It's nice to just talk, you know? I think that anonymity is a luxury. And I don't think I'll be faceless forever. I'll probably start using a face cam at some point. But hey, compass, nice. I have, like, and especially like playing games online, I have heard people who sound nothing like what they are. Like, I've heard kids who have just like had puberty hit them so damn hard that they sound like they sound like they're well into their 30s and they're like 14. It's crazy. Puberty is a funny thing. Got a whole commune living in this one house. I think like Tactical Assault VR or any kind of like just games like that, it's a space where I've seen like there's a lot of kids out there who just sound old, a lot older than they are. And I don't mean like kids just like deepening their voice like, oh yeah, 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 I just sound like this naturally. This is how I sound. No, I mean like they just they have deep voices. It's weird. I know looking back on my older videos, it's kind of crazy to hear how I sound now versus Then empty map. No, I won't use this right now. I'll save it till I'm out of base. I found a bed to sleep in. Moving in with you guys. I'll take your bed too. Alright. Now it's time for me to keep perusing, keep browsing the world and finding a good spot. This is all spruce and I don't want to live in a spruce biome. Ow. Maybe I'll set up in a desert too, that's also an option, but I don't think so. I don't know. Acacia biome might not be too bad. Where is this? I'm going south. This is east, okay. Beautiful creatures. Alright, I'm getting back to regular oak biomes, which is good. Getting on the right track. I think I'm on the wrong track now. I haven't tried CDDA. CDDA. I've seen it 1,000 times, but it's not something I've ever tried, and I don't think I will, not right now. It just sounds, to me, it'd be really irritating, because I would die like 110 times just trying to get a good spot. And then I would survive, and I would get into a good spot, and then I would die. wonder how big this biome is. I just want to do a check. Go in the seed viewer and see where I am. Okay. Trying to figure out the other side of this. Is that? No, it's more ice. Yep, you have a good one, Medivh. Hey, look, planes. It's just what I was looking for. Okay, well, how plains is this plains? And what elevation is this at? 92. Is that higher than usual? I think so. I think it's like 30 or 40 blocks higher than the regular elevation. This is very... It's a little hillinous, but that's nothing. What is this? Uh... I guess I'll go down and see what this is. I don't know what to expect from this. Oh, I'll have to check this out another time, but I don't have any kind of weapons to fight down here right now. It's getting dark. It's about to. Okay, well, the first things I gotta do, I'm gonna set up here as like a base, is to probably set up a tree farm and start clearing out a space to work with. Um, hmm. Oh. All right, delightful. There's a forest right there to use. That's good. All right. I'm not gonna stop streaming, not just yet, but I am gonna get off for 2 seconds and get some mods because there's a couple that I need. Um, all right, I need to get the game's in the main menu. Quick game. And then I'm gonna move over to my returning soon screen for a sec while I do this. But I'm not gonna leave. I'm just gonna tell you what's going on. So I need to get um, here Zero's minimap and world map. Originally, I think I just forgot to grab it, but I kind of need it. Hopefully this doesn't crash anything. And then I need... Is Quark on this version? No. There's no gravestone mod either, so I just gotta take extra caution in dying. And just avoid dying. It's fine. Should I grab anything else? Waystones? Maybe. I'll flip a coin on Waystones, because Waystones are kind of... I feel like they're almost cheap, but... Let me flip a coin on it. Heads, I get them. Tails, I don't get them. Heads, okay. We got Waystones. Which might... I might actually need to restart the world then. I don't think Waystones could just spawn naturally after a world has been started. I think they're pre-planned. I don't want to get any biome mods because then it wipes out my ability to use this seed map viewer, which I kind of want because I kind of need it. Alright, I could replace it with Nature's Compass though, but even then there's a couple things that happen when there's new environments brought into the thing. Anything else special to grab? Removes arbitrary limits on Minecraft's attribute system. Not sure what that means, but I'll grab it. It's a QOL and it's one of the most popular ones. Terra Blender library mod. FTB Teams is cool because it had like the what was it? It had the territories, which was really cool. And any server that we had that had territories was always very nice. Cosmetic Armory worked. Yeah, Cosmetic Armor was very cool. But is it necessary? I don't think so. There's nothing I really have to wear. Cause bridges. I mean, yeah, no, that'll be fine. Makes chat unreportable possible. Any chat heads? Better ocean monuments mod? No, need that. I had a lot of Macaw's stuff. Young's Bridges, I've had it before. I think it's interesting, but not very good. And the reason I say that is because the bridges are a little funky. They just kind of spawn wherever. Like they don't really have a good setup, I don't think. Maybe I'm just remembering them wrong. Either way, I'm not grabbing them. For witch huts? Sure, why not? Cause fences and walls? Sure, why not? Cause windows? Sure, why not? Okay, that's all. I think that's all I'm gonna have for now. If I think of some other things, then I'll grab them, but not right now. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna have to make a new, I'm gonna have to make a new world. Hold on, no. Well, I gotta see. Did I add Nature's Compass? Or did I look at it and be like, oh, maybe, and then not do it? I didn't grab it. Let me grab that. Because that might actually be a little better uh, for the stream than just me, like, alt-tabbing, being like, okay, 2 seconds, guys, let me go over to the seed viewer, and then opening up the seed viewer and sitting on like a frozen screen for a bit. I'd rather just use a Nature's Compass and get around that way. Makes everything just a little bit better. So now that I have that, let me boot up the stuff, and we're gonna see if the next world's gonna be any good. Man. Oh man, I cannot wait to play this one. I'm excited to see what they added to Minecraft since the last time I was around. Dude, the Zeros mods are always out of date. I don't know why, but they work, so I can care less. I'm not recreate Harbor. Harbor's gotta go. Because Harbor, if I recreate it, it's just gonna give me the same seed, I think. I don't want that, so. Create new world. And then I gotta think of a word. Is there any delighted viewer of one or two or three? I don't know how many viewers are watching. I don't really like watching the view counts. But is there anyone who would like to suggest a word? Because all of these are codenamed by a single word. Could be anything. Mostly anything. I'll take most suggestions for words. Oh yeah, let me go back to the game. Maybe I should turn that back over here. Might be a good idea. Maybe. There you go. Words. I need one. Okay. This one will be named Valley. Maybe I'll get lucky and find a valley. Oh well. I'll give it 2 minutes to load. I spawned in a dark forest. That is just fantastic. Now, for nature's compass, what do I need? Oh, an actual compass and then wood and saplings. That's okay. Well, I'm gonna have to break away from the spot and find what I'm looking for. It's always loading the map for the first time. It's absolutely horrifically miserable. Every single time. At least on the newer versions. On the older versions, it booted up and you just did stuff. Life was better back then. I think a lot of it, and I don't know, I don't work at Mojang, but I like to think a lot of it isn't just the new features, but just unoptimized handling of the game. I just don't think it's optimized enough. But what do I know? I'm not one of those people who looks into the actual, like, details of the game. I guess I'll go through this valley here, or this river, and then see where that takes me. I could spend some time trying to get what I need for a nature's compass, but it takes an actual compass, which needs redstone, and I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like getting that, so I'm heading off this way for a 1,000-year journey to find something. Okay, is it already over? It's already over. Well, there is a meadow, so I guess I'll just follow the meadow for a bit. Go from there. I want to collect stuff like this, so that way I've got it. Leave one here. There was a pit there that I could have fallen into. I don't know where everything is. This meadow is very small, but there's more stuff on the other side. Wow. Gotta find some music to play. I have to turn it down. And then I have to turn my stream back on because I only have 2 monitors, so I have to kind of manage between that. Is that a ship? It is a ship. This is an ocean, so I'll check out that downed ship and then I guess explore. I'll see what's going on. What is that? Planes. I'll see how plainy they are in a sec. What's over here? It's just an island. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna cheat for a sec. I'm gonna do that thing that I said I didn't want to do. And I'm gonna survey via seed map, so let me pause. Hold on. Let me get the seed. Copy that. Here's the seed, by the way, if you want to use that. Actually, you can't see it because it's covered by my follower goal. Okay. I'm opening up the seed map. Here we go. Chunk-based seed map viewer. And then let me throw this in. This is 1.20.4. Is it gonna list that specifically, or is it just 1.20? Okay, it's just 1.20. Alright, and then I need my coordinates, which is 255, 445. Yep, that looks about right. Alright, well, if I go... Which way is north? Uh, that way, okay. If I go east... No, if I go west, there's a mesa biome, and some jungle. If I go west, or no, if I go east, um, there's some forest, a little bit of plains, uh, and that's the extent of that. If I go south, there's a large plains biome with some villages around. And if I go west, I might end up in like a... I don't know, because it kind of sounds appealing. Going to, It sounds appealing going to a... Like an area where the mesa is. But the issue is there's not much good stuff around. There's an eastern deal of plains and mesa down here that I could get to along with some desert. How big is this? This looks pretty small. I guess it really didn't cover much ground. I want to check out... I did not mean to full screen the seed map, but you know what? That works. So where is this? That's thousands of blocks away. So that does make things harder, doesn't it? This is about 2,000 blocks out. So it's a good distance, but... Okay. Well, I guess I'm going southward. I'm just gonna keep going south. And then... I'm supposed to end up at a large plains biome about 2,000 blocks down. So, I mean... Is that positive? Yes, positive blocks. So, got another 1,500-ish blocks to go before I run up in that plains. And then we're gonna see if it's a good kind of plains or like a very hillinous kind of mountain plains. So yeah, it's gonna be a long trip. And I'll probably have to travel through the night too. Also, I just kind of blatantly passed that ship that I wanted to go to. Another one over here too. I'll mark them. Ship 1A. Ship 1B. Make that also red. Cool. Check those out someday. On 2 seconds. So I gotta get out of this browser tab and move back to OBS because I need to be able to see everything going on. Oh wow. These are some pretty good plans even right here. But my goal's much farther out than this. Okay. There's a bunch of sunflowers over there. I love sunflowers. These things are so cool. By the way, the lagging you see on the stream, that's not you. That's me. That's my game. We lag together because I'm loading chunks right now, and so it takes time for my game to process that. Makes me wonder what would happen if I were to, in theory, host if I were to host my Minecraft server that I'm playing, and then join my own server, if that would let up on the game itself, but that's all theory. My track. So where I want to be is right down here. I think it's pretty much roughly plains question mark. That's where I want to be. That's what I'm trying to get. Not too far away. I thought it would be an all-day trip, but it actually looks like it's going to be over relatively soon. Especially if I keep ending up with water to get there. Are they bashing ice out there? We're running out of ice, so it's a possibility. That's a shipwreck. That's a beached shipwreck. I actually gotta check this one out. This is beached. Let's see. What goodies await this messed up little ship? I just live in here, couldn't I? Turn this into something? That'd be interesting. Wow, entire thing is filler. Huh? I don't know what tongue twister I just did. Everything is filled here, that's what I meant to say. So, compare that with whatever it was I just said, and make sense of it, I guess. This doesn't look like plains to me. I got 5 potatoes and 8 carrots to plant when I get to where I need to go. And then, as for how long I'm gonna stay on a Minecraft world, I don't know, because I don't usually stay on Minecraft worlds forever. I'll usually get off of them in like a month or two. It's like the 2-week phase Minecrafting. What was that? That was magma somewhere. Okay, so I was right. This is plains. Alright. I was wondering if I had accidentally mixed things up, but nope, this is it. And it looks pretty good. Pretty good. You can see the topography is decently flat. You get, good spots. If I clear out this area and fill this up, or if I cut this down, that's going to be a lot of space. Then there's a village over there, and it looks like even flatter land on the other side. So, actually, no, hold on. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to make, yeah. So it's looking pretty good here. This is looking pretty promising. But we'll have to see. Hockey. Oh, it's gonna burn grass around it for a bit. There's a waste stone. That's good. Let me check that. Checked out. Oh, look at that right there. That's pretty good. Then this island itself is pretty nice. This spot's pretty good right here. And let me mark this. Rare cred? Is that right? I think so. Can't you make waystones? Yeah, you can. Right? Yeah, it just needs a warp stone, which is wow, that's actually kind of cheap. I would have thought that would cost a lot more. Yeah. What's on the other side? Some pretty flat places. I'm looking at this right here is pretty good. Um, this spot revealed more is yeah, could be better. There's a decent spot right there. I'll check out this spot with this tree when I have daylight again. Looking pretty good. Let me change the minimap settings for a sec. I need game time. Okay. Look at that. What was that? Poor soul. Walked in, saw me sleeping in his bed, walked right away. Wanted nothing to do with it. Alright. Here. Gonna check out over here. Either that or I can take command of a house in the village and just start working with the village, which would be kind of fun. This is this area, that's what I was looking at. Looks pretty good. You're gonna hear, I think, for the next, like, hour, whatever's on the TV out there, my mic is gonna mistake for an actual person, and so it's gonna constantly pick it up on top of everything else. And it might sound for a little while like on my first day, like I just got my mic, didn't do any settings changes. This is as best as I can do. I can't make this mic not pick up what's going on in the background. Despite the settings being pretty much exclusively to face me and what's around me, my mic's going to pick up whatever's out there, because of course it will. Look at that. That is a blacksmith. I'm going to see what's at the blacksmith spot. And then, you know, you can also, this is a little bit of a cheat mode, you can actually see the caves. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Well, even if the region was bad, look at just how much, this is a very vast area, very vast network. That's really good news. Oh my god! What is this? Is that... That's not a dungeon, is it? It might be. Could I really be sitting on top of a end dungeon right where I'm gonna live? Because this doesn't mimic any other spots. Like, the mine shafts for young stuff is like the one long hole and then the stuff around. There's this right here, which looks a little similar to this, except this one is a little more condensed. So I'm actually gonna need to like go in here and check it later. But that looks pretty promising. Oh, let me turn off cave mode. Looking pretty good. Hey, saddle. That's cool. I'm stealing your stuff, by the way. You're a good weaponsmith. Now, where is that jackass from earlier? There was a donkey somewhere. And I kind of want to pick him up. Oh, speaking of picking things up, watch this. I got the mod that lets me do that. I can pick up whoever I want. So, forget herding. I can just pick them up and bring them with me. So, yeah. Life is good. It also works with modded mobs, so if I had, like, Alex's mobs, I could pick up things. I've done it before. I've picked up flies and raccoons and stuff. It's very funny. I don't think I can pick up a... Can I pick up a horse? I have to find out. Let me see. Because it'd be kind of funny if I could. No? No, you can't. Well, this horse has got 11.83 speed. That's a very good speed. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can I pick up the donkey? Oh, I can. Sweet. Let's go. That's... Oh my god. I wasn't looking. My poor horse. I'm gonna get him to water. There you go. Oh, what mod is it? I'm gonna have to ask. Let me get my horse back to land. Alright, 2 seconds. I gotta ask someone a question. Oh. I'll be guessing he's back to me soon. I'll keep my DMs open for a second, see if it gives me an answer. Also, this zooming in is crazy. Oh my god. Also, I am open to mod suggestions for Forge 1.20.4. If they're super obscure with like 1,000 downloads, I probably won't get them because I probably think they're like deadly. But I gotta put this horse somewhere. Let me just hold up here for a sec. I have to check on a thing. So I was told I'm looking for a mod that makes horses go across water. I'm being told it's a very literal name. So let me look at the mod pack for the server that we have and see if I can find this name. Can't be far. Uh, that is one loud truck that just went past. I'm not seeing it. It's not this. It doesn't look like this mod. Okay, I gotta look at one more spot to see if it's there. I'm really just dragging my feet here on the game, aren't I? It's taking long enough to let me turn over to the returning scene screen for a sec. Instead of even giving people the wrong idea. Okay. File manager. Mods. Hmm. It's not for right core. Alright. Well, I'll see if I get a response back on where that is soon, because I'm being told it's in there, I'm just not seeing it. This is possible. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Alright. I need to get these guys to a spot, so I'm gonna put them in here. Let me grab the weather thing. In here, minimap settings, information settings, display manager, weather on. Cool. My jackass. I wonder if you could breed donkeys to, in theory, make an incredibly fast one like you can with horses. I don't know. I'll have to give it a look. I have to try that out. Donkey announces it does not like me. Eventually. There we go. Amazing. Need a crafting table. I want to place mine down. I want to use a different one. So I don't have to mine mine, but I might have to actually mine the one that I've got. Nothing in there. Also, there's tons of hay I have to steal. I'm taking all this. It's all mine. I am going to take it all. And then use it. Nothing here. Nothing here. Ooh, look at this. I'm plundering the local village. Okay, I'm actually going to just place this down. Oh, I can't put it on a donkey anymore? Is that a thing they removed? That's heartbreaking. Or maybe I just need to right click them. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Look at that. Now I need to get this back. And I'm going to steal this bed too, because I need one. And I think that's all I'm going to plunder for right now, unless I see something good. Alright. There's cats I want to get. I would love to have a little army of kitty cats at my disposal. And then, I could set up in the village. Maybe take over a village house and start building on top of that. That sounds pretty fun. Might do that. Take this one. Clerics. Or, just make one on the island somewhere, or on the coastline of the island. There's options. Alright, I'm getting messaged. I need to see what the details are. Also, I never switched to my, I never switched back to the game, so everything you just heard, or you probably didn't even hear anything. Okay, well, let me not make that same mistake twice, so you can actually see what's going on. So, you've heard my, me talking about it. I got stuff for the horse. The donkey. Very cool. Let me get saplings, I guess. That's what I see you to do. Get some saplings. Because I need to make some, tree farms. So I learned that the swimming horses that we have on our server is part of Quark, and I can't get Quark on 1.20.4, so unfortunately there will be no swimming horses today. I'm actually just gonna have to be careful with my horses. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'll live. I love all the recipes it's got to throw in the way. It has to load so many of them. Any saplings? 2, 3. There's another donkey out here. You have 737 speed, you have 737 speed. Are they all the exact same? I think they're all the same. They are all the same. Weezer just started playing. Okay. I started playing Ain't It Fun by Paramore, and I put it on the radio. So I've just been getting, like, White Girl Summer music from the 2010s, and also things from the 2000s. And I just rolled Weezer, so, yeah, there's that. I will turn off Weezer in a minute because I don't really want to listen to Weezer. I used to listen to Weezer a lot. Like 2 3 years ago, I was binging it. I was binging it. It was introduced to me, and uh, yeah, I was a big Weezer head for a sec, but not so much more. Not so much recently. My taste has kind of shifted to other categories. Right now, it's always hard to say like, oh, what music are you listening to? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Like I can listen to the music and I could like look at um my liked music, but I couldn't honestly tell you. I think over the blacksmith. That'd be fun. Ow. Oh, you live here. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna. I wanna bunk, but I need to actually make my bed above him, which I can't do because I need to break his bed to do that. You'll forgive me for 2 seconds if I do this, right? You're not gonna be out of a house forever, just for a sec, while I bunk our beds. Well, this guy's got a new bunkmate for a while. Oh man. I'll be taking some parts off the floor. Actually, 3 more. There's this. Boom. Boom. Get this. By the way, I always used to do it this way. I only recently started doing it the other way. I always save resources by using slabs instead. Fantastic. I itch my ear for 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. Now, how would I modify this place? I'll add a second section to the place, which I'll make for myself. "17 saplings year round." And then he's building the line, and I can just break them down. And then I go tree destroying. I'm gonna go over to the woods and just, I think, spend the whole day getting wood. That is one crazy cow. Or, well, no, I'm not gonna mine enough stacks to fill up my entire inventory. Oh yeah, I can hold tab and see all the monsters and mobs in the region. There's a mod I want to try out at some point that like turns Minecraft into like a village sim or like a city sim management. I forgot what it's called, but it's cool. You you sit isometric and you can command the villagers to like just do a bunch of stuff. Build places, destroy things. It's very cool. I was thinking about that because I was thinking about getting a farm for the village, and then I thought, man, it's kind of like helping the village out. It's kind of like, it's kind of like building a town. And I thought of that mod again. I want to try it out someday if I remember it. And I gotta think about how I'm gonna make this this addition unique. I could add another rooftop or stair thing above it, which would be cool. I also gotta wonder if it's gonna catch fire. It might catch fire because it's right next to the lava pit, which I'm gonna have to get rid of. Or at least I just need to get it somewhere different. You get cauldrons and some dripstone, and then I'll make some infinite lava generator using that. Very cool thing that you can do, by the way. I learned not too long ago that what you can do with lava is you can put it on a block and then put dripstone under the block and then put a cauldron under the dripstone, and over time it'll accumulate lava. So you essentially have infinite lava. Not even essentially, you have infinite lava. Like, period. It's cool. It's really good in Create because you can get like fluid machines on cauldrons to move them to tankers, and you just have infinite lava generation until you can make a giant like 10,000 block pit that the game categorizes as infinite. It's something I wanted to do at some point because infinite lava generation is important for blaze cakes, which are important for furnaces. I love Create, by the way. It's probably one of my favorite Minecraft mods. I love Create. It's so fun. I get such a kick out of it. I think I'll be fine with 2 stacks at least. I also need to get the saplings too, because I need to continue building my tree farm. I don't want to get the birch, because I don't really want to grab birch. But I think I'm going to have to get rid of this so I can get the leaves. Wonderful. I love fast leaf decay. It's definitely up there as one of the best Q oils that I've seen. QL means quality of life, by the way. Just a little bit of, corporate jargon. Okay. I don't want to mind the big trees because 1, I like them, and 2, they're a hassle. It's kind of miserable to get them. If I had Create, I could just chop them down with like the saw, but I don't have that. And I don't have any enchantment that lets me do instant tree destruction, otherwise I would just do that. Okay, well, this is enough wood for me for now. I'll take this and go. I might need to do horse breeding to get like the fastest horse possible, which I think caps out at like 15, 16 speed, but I don't know. I'm not a certified horse breeder, so. I know on the server that I was playing on, I have 2 buddies were working on a horse farm to farm the very fastest horses around. I don't know if they were working on any other groups like the fastest, jumpers or the most health, but they were working on fastest jumpers, the highest jumpers, and most health. I'll probably have this moved to a different spot in the future so it's not so blatantly just in the face of everything, but not right now. I gotta put you back. There you go. Alright. So at the very least, I can always add the little flares of logs in the side here, like this has got. I'll need to get cobblestone for the bottom layer so it matches. I'm gonna need to get a mine so I can get stone. That or to start stealing from places, which is always an option. But I wouldn't want to do that. We just get a spot that goes down. Is that diesel? I think so. And then need to get some stone. That's all I need. I shouldn't stay down here too long because I don't want to get brutalized by monsters in the dark. There's 2 golems in this village though, so it might be fine. Move my chair up and then stretch a little bit because I haven't stretched this whole time. I've had shrimp back, so yeah. Oh man. That's good enough. I don't need much, just enough to get that bottom layer. How good is this mine? Yeah, I'm gonna go make a stone axe instead. This basic upgrade won't cost too much of what I got. You can also move stuff to chests. And this one uses mossy cobblestone too, which I can't really achieve right now, so I just have to live with what I got. This is, yeah, only for the bottom layer. And I'm not going to add wood on the interior because this is just going to lead straight to the room. I don't really want that on the interior floor. I don't want to walk in cobble all freaking day. So, Serene Seasons is every 24 days. So, you'll see that. This is 4 blocks high? Okay, I see the pattern. Is it? Okay, yeah, it's up and then the log is right in the middle. Is it all the way around or just on this side? It's on this side and then it's across. Okay. A little worried because I don't know. Like I said before, I don't know if it's gonna light fire because of the lava. Down. Ow. And then I don't have tough as nails, so I shouldn't have to worry. Also, I might have mentioned it before. I've got McCrayfish's furniture mod, and it's been updated, so it's refurbished, which I really want to check out. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of non-Minecraft-based furniture, I'm sure. Doesn't mean I'm going to completely get rid of any kind of vanilla, classic, using stairs and all else to make stuff, but it's not all vanilla. Alright, and then I'm ready to add should I add something in the middle because it's a nice little addition? This would be where I start breaking the traditional setup. Nice. I like that. I like how this is turning out. Because I've got a permanent light source from the lava, which is not burning anything. Which is really good news. I was a little worried, but it doesn't look like it's going to start burning stuff right now. I like this room. I like this little setup. It's good. And then I want to take this and move this over. I didn't mention it, but you can also pick these things up too, yeah. I don't really need to do that, but hey, I haven't to destroy anything, so. You can't pick these up. You can pick up furnaces, that's good. Can't pick up these. Oh, I thought it was thundering outside or something. It's just some guy's motorcycle out there. And then I'm gonna build a crafting table over here too, which isn't absolutely necessary, but I want to. I'll build it into the floor. That way I got more space on the floor for stuff. There's that. And I guess I'll make a basic countertop. That's cool. I'll need to get some glass, but for right now I think I'm gonna rock just having like trapdoors as glass, because I haven't done that in a long time. It's always cool. Like that, cool. And then I'll get doors. And now I've got, yeah. Look at that. I'll probably add, a stair, up this. Wow, that's peaking on the mic, that's loud. I'll probably add, roofing, like actual, like, ramp roofing. There's a technical term for it, but I don't remember it. I'm gonna take this so the guy's got his bed back. Or did he move over to this place? He moved over and started sleeping in this house. Wow. That's just delightful. I'm gonna have to mine that entire thing. That's what I get. What's gonna happen? No, I can't do that. No, I can't. That's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I want to try something. I had an idea. It's gonna have to be a little higher. It's a little obnoxious. I'm not sure how good it's gonna be, but I wanted to do this. I need to expand the room before I can add this. Unless... Nah, here's what I'll do. I have to add a compartment down here instead to make do. It goes under the foundation of the place, but I just have to extend the foundation at that point to make do. And I can get rid of this to save space. Just gotta experiment to get this to work right. Very cool. This goes out one block than is necessary, but that's fine. Oh, like that. Oh, it opens a vault too. I like that. I really like how this looks. That's cool. It opens the whole thing. That's awesome. And then I'll get one more right here. It's so funny that it opens up all of them at once. Very cool. I should grab one more to level it out, make it right. Very silly. But now I've got my little loft spot up here. I can get like a what is it called? Nightstand. I can get a nightstand up here. Come down here and I can get my little workspace in here. Very cool. It's very obnoxious, takes a lot of space, so I've got a little space to work with, but it's still, I like it a lot. And I can add on to this place, and I think I will. I don't see this being just this. What's up, man? Iron axe for 3. I need warp stones, but I mean I can. Yeah. Love this. It's so cool. Okay. So, what next? Next would be getting a roof. Nice little roof. Let me see if there's a mod. There's a mod I need to look at. I know, I just need to, I keep getting mod after mod after mod. But it's for a good reason. I think I saw it earlier. But maybe not. No, it's not on this version. Right? Yeah, no, it's not on this version. Okay. I wanted to find a mod called Sawmill. It adds a sawmill. Who would have guessed? What is he doing out there? Okay. Anyway, I was looking for a mod called Sawmill. It adds a sawmill. Who guessed? Is this even? It is not even, so it won't actually match up with that. Yeah, it's 7 on both sides. So... So I guess I'll make it its own compartment then. And then it's going to be a question on how to manage this compartment. But I think what I'll do is keep the floor low except the parts I actually have to walk up. So for example, I keep these flat because I don't need to, except right here. So I'll keep these lifted and then I'll make sure this part's flat. You just come down here and sleep. Well, at that point it begs the question, what's going to happen when I do that? Am I going to get stuck? Guess I'll find out. Out of logs, and to get more. Okay. If only I had create and I could make a little tree machine. Get infinite wood. Just have an absurd amount. Because those tree farms on create, those are crazy. Even with like a small... I think the guy's trapped. I don't think I've ever seen him not be spinning here. Let me get him away from this spot. There you go. Anyway, I've seen like create tree farms, even the ones that I've made, they're like, they get so much wood just idly in a short time. It's really nice. Only got a couple saplings, because most of the leaves haven't been broken. Alright, that should be enough. Should be enough. So 4 blocks up and then 1 across. So that's... It's actually 5 up, isn't it? So I need to add 1 higher, I think. Okay. Makes sense. Hmm? There's this side. Now, this side I think is just going to be flat with nothing, so I'm actually going to do something interesting on this one. I'm not going to keep it completely empty. I'm going to add a vent. Small vent right there. Oh yeah, you get to hear every click. I didn't even think about that. At some point I want to get a silent mouse that doesn't click. Yeah. I'll get rid of that. Or... That's a lot better. Let me get some light up here. Let me make that real quick. Once again, apologies for the noise. We got a lot of stuff going on in the house today. Let me go this way. Make these. Nice. And then, should I add for these? Oh, you know what I'll do instead? I'll make just windows like this. Or no. I need to make one set of stairs. Nice. Looks like a face. Love it. Now, how's this gonna work? Is this gonna kill me? Nope, it's just gonna have me do that every morning. Works for me. How does this look? Oh, I like it. I like how it's turning out. I think I messed up the first floor. I didn't mess it up. The only reason I didn't have like windows like these are because of the cobblestone inner layer. But no, I like this little addition here. Oh man, it's cool. Very neat. I got my little cool interior. Alright, I gotta take a break for a sec, so I'll be back in not too long. I shouldn't take very long at all. See ya. Back. Okay, I'm back. I ate food. I was eating. I was hungry and I was eating and I ate. Now I'm good. So, I want to get a roof. Roof going. I'm not sure if I should how I should go about the roof. I think no, I have an idea. I was thinking about doing like a single diagonal slab down. Thinking that might be pretty cool. I don't know how I should set that up. If I set it up going this way or going that way. I think going that way. Okay. Okay. I don't know what to do with this one slab. I'll figure it out. Just drop it here for right now. Now, is this still the old? Yeah, same exact setup. I know what I want to do. Hold on. Ow. I'm gonna get myself killed in a minute. Hold on. Or I'm gonna try both versions of what I want to do. I think, or I'll try the first one. If I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'll move to the other one that I want to see. Look at all that water. And there's whatever this is. Here's a better example. So earlier I was talking about why I thought this might be a stronghold, but I don't think it is. Looking at it now, and the reason being is that I know there's better dungeons, and I think that's what this is because it's so close to the environment. But I know it's not a mine shaft because the mine shafts, and it's hard to see right here, but they have a long like single shaft, and they have like everything branching out. So I think this is actually a dungeon. Either way, I want to give it a look at some point. It's very cool. I don't know how much I'm going to need for this to work. I didn't do the estimate, but it's going to be over 20. It's going to be at least 14, or no, at least 15. Then there's that next layer, so that would be like 23. So yeah, I mean 42 should be enough. No, because I got the back to worry about too, so I actually have to add more to that list. Wonderful. Now, I just want to see how this is going to look. Should I get... I keep having good ideas. I keep having genius ideas. It's miserable, but I'm not going to try. I'm just going to do this. How does this look so far? Let's find out. It's looking pretty good. Need to fill those two gaps in, but that'll be fine. Left the crafting table up there. This is way too much distance, yeah, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna take out the ventilation from this place. Sorry, man. I'll move it over here. And then I wanted to avoid it, but I need to actually make another set of ladders. What is this guy's deal? He keeps like opening up my door and then just leaving it open. He's probably not happy that I'm working or building a house in his workspace. Probably be pretty irritated too. Unfortunately, I don't have double slabs, so I can't make this look more appealing. I just have to kind of live with it. It looks kind of goofy at that point. Maybe I should just top it off right there. I think I'll do that. Yeah, that looks a little better. I'll live with that. No. Or... Hmm. I'll try that. I'd have this iron axe instead of just stone, but this thing's gonna fall apart very quickly. I probably shouldn't be using it just for this, but a little too late for that now. Yeah, I like how this turned out. I'm not a big fan of the front lip because I think it's a little too long, but otherwise, it's pretty good. I'll just look peaked up all the way. Mm. Oh my god. Okay. I did that to myself. Wish I had the F4 free cam so I could actually like look at this without having to drop off and keep reviewing it. Yeah, that works. I like that. From this perspective up here, it looks pretty good. First time you've actually gone into my house. Well, as long as it's closing the door this time instead of just opening it and leaving it open like I think he just did. That's pretty good. Didn't use much cobble, unfortunately, but I mean, that's fine. At that point, should I just get rid of the cobble? Probably. This gives me extra upward mobility. Maybe I can add a second part of the floor. Nice. Alright, cool. That's too low. I have a crafting table I'm gonna put on this floor too. That goes down, so. Alright, do I even need one on this side? I don't think so. Just that layer up there as a guardian, so you don't fall on your ass. Cool. Well, it's a very interesting house design interior. Because I've got this spot down here for workspace, small bedroom, this spot, and then I have this floor up here, which I might actually want to use this for the bedroom instead, because it's well, it's got space. Beats something whatever this is. As for what I'm gonna put right here, I'm not sure yet. I'll find something, I think. But for right now, sleep up here. And then I'll cut right into the foundation and jeopardize the house's integrity for the sake of getting some window coverage. Very cool. I gotta look at the crayfish. Let's see what's in here. Is there a specific electricity generator? And how would that work? Who's to say? I need iron, like a redstone, and a blast furnace. Ceiling fans. Light stove, dark stove, light range hood, dark range hood, frying pan. How would a recycling bin need power? What's to say? There's crates, grills, coolers, mailbox. I wonder if it works like the old mailbox used to, probably. Trampoline, toilet, bath, tub, television remote, and television itself. Interesting. Computer. And then a bunch of foods. Neat. Okay, well this has been kind of hidden, but it still looks cool from the outside, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna fix this right here. That looks a lot nicer. Wonderful. Cool. Alright, well that's this section set up with the roof and all. And it's an addition to the house. So that's a cool little addition to everything. And the best part is it matches the palette. I gotta fix this. Now that I have the cobblestone to do it, let me actually... Yeah, I'll do it on this side too. Cool. Very cool. Well, I guess next I should probably get more wood. Gotta cut down this whole thing anyway. This is gonna be a problem in itself to deal with, because I gotta find every single log that this big tree made. I used to set up tree houses all the time. I was a huge fan of making tree houses with the giant trees like this. I'm gonna do that again. It's been too long. Ow. Mm, 2 seconds. Okay. Try to light up the region, the area and all that, make sure nothing can spawn here. Really make this place a safe region to be in. Pretty cool. Make another axe and keep chopping down the spot. I think I'm gonna cut down all these trees and then I'm not gonna replant saplings for a minute. Or I won't replant saplings until all of it's gone. Once all of it's... Didn't mean to do that. Once all of it's gone, then I will replant all the saplings. That way I'm not dealing with this jungle here constantly. Oh, it's another giant tree. Alright, I'll get up there and actually clear out this tree. Almost done with this tree farm. I've gone quiet. I know I haven't really said very much. I've kind of been like this sort of ant worker mode right now. I'm just focused on getting this, and I'm listening to music. It's a good old grind mode, you know? Just locked in, working on this. We should grab all these saplings too. What? Oh, poor soul. I'm trying to save him, but I can't do that now. He's dead. Poor thing is dead. A lot of saplings out of this. But there's that. Very cool. I gotta dump out what's in my inventory. And also check out at storage drawers if you're having these. Simple. Alright. See my stuff cleared for a sec. Oh, makes 4 cool. Sweet. Section for regular. A lot of the naturey stuff needs to get moved. Here, infinite storage. It's a lot easier to score emerald than diamond. I'll show you why. I just need to find a Fletcher. Do we have a Fletcher in this area? I don't know. If we don't, I know there's a couple unemployeds that I can turn into Fletchers, so. I need 2 gravel. Or not 2 gravel, 2 flint. There's 1. I don't know if you can get flint from the same gravel block being replaced, but I think so. I've done it before. Because if it wasn't that way, that would mean there'd have to be an NBT value for every single gravel item, which would just be unreasonable, I think. Oh, cool. Okay, fletching table. Now, here's another thing that I kind of cheated. I got a mod called Infinite Trading, which doesn't cause the lockdowns that they do after enough trading, so I can infinitely trade. So, yeah, I could just farm. I could farm. I'm gonna find a villager. This is a cleric. I'll need cleric at some point. To find a wild villager. Wild unemployed villager. I know there's one I saw one earlier. You? Yeah, you. There you go. Oh, his stuff sucks though. Okay, hold on. I need the stick trade. There we go. Yep, just like that. And then I need to make a few more sticks. And boom, now I can make one of those upgrades. Your workplace in your house. Work from home. It's remote. I think I want to use Macaw's fences or gates along here to fence off the water. I think it'll look nice, but I'll have to try it out and see. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hey, man. Oh, it makes 4 upgrade templates too. Very cool. And then to make this, I need more sticks. A lot of sticks in this process. Boom. Now the stack limit's 256, which is a lot bigger than the other stack limit. I'm gonna do the same down here. Yeah. It's already forming a bunch of huge trees. That's just good. This is great news. Mr. Fletcher, sure, I need to get more stuff from you. Yep. Thank you. I can also use him for arrows later when I turn him into a journeyman and then expert. Journeyman, no, apprentice, journeyman, expert, master, I think. Actually, I can save myself a lot of time because this makes multiple templates now, so... And then this way I can put a bunch of potatoes and carrots in here, and as well as wheat, which I'm gonna need. Now, I think for a second I'm gonna focus my efforts into sustainability via farming. Because I'm gonna start placing these things down. I also need to get a bucket, but I don't think I can get a bucket from any of the guys, any of the villagers here. Yeah, I think I have to make one. And I can't obtain iron without mining it, so. Make a pickaxe before I go. Now, iron. I actually have to go down to a cave. Is there any cave entrance? There's a couple over here. One over here too. There's also this right here. I'll take a look at this right in front of me. This leads to just this, okay. Wait. Iron. How much? Just 2? Oh, it sucks, only 2. Alright. I'll check out... I can check out that one. I'll check out what's over here. Bunch of flat land. Isn't it beautiful? Ain't it just so pretty? Is that a divot that leads into a cave, or is that just the mountainside? I think it's just the side of the mountain. Nothing there. There goes that torch. Nothing in here. I better look checking out whatever this is. Or this ravine? I don't see anything. Um... This looks interesting. Go out that way and see what that is. Ooh. Well, it looks very pretty. I don't know if it has any iron, but it looks very nice. I like it over here. Oh, wow. There it is, iron. Protected by anything? Not yet. Oh, now there is. Alright, I'm not gonna risk it, I'm going back up. I'll be greedy when I have the armor to support it. Ow. Okay. Now that I've got the 3 iron I need to make this into a bucket and then start the farm. I'm not gonna really focus on iron until I really need to, which isn't gonna be for a minute, I don't think. Because I can work with stone tools for a while. Just looking over here. Snowy plains and a snowy taiga. I got a pretty diverse little ecosystem right here. I've got snow here. I've got a little bit of beach, but I think there's mesa out that way too. There's taiga surrounded by forests, and I know there's mesa out that way, so yeah. Very diverse ecosystem, it's very cool. There's clay. I'll make a brick building at some point. I'm not a big fan of using brick because it's so hard to obtain without like a. I guess it's easier now than it used to be because now you have the like lush caves which have the huge amounts of clay everywhere. But at least back then, making clay, anything clay related, any kind of brick buildings was a real pain in the ass because you just had to constantly get more and more clay, and the only spot that I could really think of back then was just going into a river and trying to find as much as you could, and that was about it. Otherwise, you were, just to keep looking, like you do. Or SOL if you didn't have a lake with a bunch of clay in it or something like that. That's how I remember it, though. I never really recall there being a good way to obtain clay besides getting it from like rivers and lakes and oceans. Just any kind of waterbed. I've been playing since like 2011, so. And then again, I never really made brick buildings, so I didn't have to look into it very much. So I could be very wrong. I could be dead wrong about it. Anyway, I can't do anything at the crafting table just yet. I have to actually turn this into something that can be used. So let me do that. That is going to be absolutely horrible to try and mine. I should. I don't know about that. I guess just do it the same way as everything else. Just deal with this big old pile of green. Wait, sweet. Rare Cred, that's what the name of this town is, so. Gotta call it by its name. Now, I have to find a good patch of land to make a decently sized farm. Let me. There. I could make it right here. I could clear the spot out and set up right there. Or I could head across, maybe clear out a little patch and start setting it up. I think I'll do that instead. Let me make a couple shovels. Sticks, and then I need this and then some wood at least. Is that all? No, I need to get the actual items for farming. While I'm at it, I'll just make my sugarcane setup out here. Very good. Setting up sugarcane along the coastline in a big line, it reminds me of, and I wish this was in the game, it reminds me of cattail. I don't think I have them anymore, but I had screenshots of this train that I made in a server once. We had create on that server. It was 1.16. I forgot what biome mod we had. I think it was Biomes of Plenty. But there was this beautiful, beautiful area the train cut through that had, it was all swamp and cattail. It looked so beautiful, especially when the sun was coming down. Oh man, and that was shaders. No shaders on that. So, I mean, I wonder what it would have looked like with shaders on. It was very beautiful though. And I kind of wish I still had screenshots of it, but I don't know where I would find them. I know I still have my old hard drive from probably during the period when I was playing on the server, but I'd have to actually take a look and see if I had screenshots of that area or if I only ever looked at it. That train was so funny too because it did not work. I'll turn the game down a little bit so I can speak over it. That train lagged out the game really bad because it was like cross map. It was not effective on the server. And it was never used. I never got it very far, and there was always faster modes of travel. But the issue was, anytime it was used, it ran the game's resources up the roof because it was going through so many chunks at once, and it was just a very buggy, laggy mess. If the server had more RAM, it probably would have been fine. But the fact that it was the fact that it was this like 8 gigabyte server, and this train was going across so much land. I mean, it was very modded too, which was another big thing. It wasn't just like we were playing on a vanilla 1.16. This was create plus a bunch of other mods, which definitely made things harder on the servers. So, and yeah, and force loaded chunks. So I mean, no matter which way you look at it, it was definitely a very intensive. Like, a lot of resources are already being used just by default. Add this train on top of that, and I mean, I can only really ever use it when I was on solo, or if there was like only 2 or 3 of us on at one time. Otherwise, no dice at all. Pretty cool. All right, this should be enough ground to start working on a farm. I'll probably expand it at some point, but I think it's enough. These don't even show up here. They're only on my end that I see them. Alright, look at that. Only thing in the way is this tree, and that's really not that big a problem. I'm setting these up, and originally I was gonna do like 2 and 2 on the same block, but no, instead I think I'm gonna do each crop gets these rows of 4. I didn't actually estimate how long these were. 22? Okay. This last layer, I'm not sure what it'll be used for. I'll find a crop or something to use. And I've got the first 4, or the first 3 set up to be, where does this go? Oh. The first few crops are set up to be just wheat, potatoes, and carrots. This last one, I'm not sure. I'll find something. Maybe I'll use it as a variety for watermelon and pumpkin. Actually, no, I think it would be a waste of this whole spot. Okay, well, I need to grab a couple things. Did not mean to do that. I'm gonna fill this out. Just my keyboard while I'm at it. What's playing? I've uncropped it a couple different ways before. I've done it where it's like this. I've done traditional, like the same ones you see in villages. I did one time, and that wasn't on any kind of server. It was a personal world where it was just a whole like hill covered in wheat, and then I had like small holes of water so that they would cover the entire area. And that one was probably my favorite. It looks very cool. Alright, cool, and that's all done, and then I'm gonna have to do the next part of this, but gotta run off before the sun sets. I don't have any saturation right now. I have to get whatever sources I have in the chest, eat those, and go from there. Yeah, this place is turning out though. It's very cool. That's what it's gonna look like when it's done. Like the whole size of this thing. At least just this part. It's gonna look like that. It's gonna have a decent area. beautiful. Blends right in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need 4, but I wanna make sure I have 4. If I was recording my stream separately, to where I could actually like use it in videos and not just streaming it, I would actually probably play what's being played um, through my YouTube music right now, because I would love to have just music on instead of just the sound of this for you guys. I don't think I'm gonna need as much as I made. Did not want to put that down there. Alright, and then I can only get so many of these in right now because I don't really have very many, but it'll expand. We all end up finding a whole bunch of bone blocks in the nether at some point to just fully max this out. And then what are the wheat seeds? I got a bunch of wheat seeds, yeah. Very good, and then I'll just keep adding on to it until the stuff is ready. But there's that. There's my farm. Looks pretty good. And maybe I'll expand it modular, you know? Just add on to it. I guess the ideal world would be where instead of it being just one plot, an entire crop took up one block, and then just work on 4 of them there. That would be pretty nice. But I think that's all I'm going to do today, because I've been on for a minute, and I'm kind of running thin of what to do. I know what I want to do next time I get on, but I have my farm, and then I have my addition to the house over. I have my addition to the house over there. I have my giant tree farm, which is going to be absolutely horrible, because I can see there's a bunch of like, actually like really big trees in there that I'm going to have to deal with, but that's dealt with. I have my whole bunch of sugarcane that's growing along the coastline here. I think next time I get on, I want to work on improving the road. Maybe making it into some like stone bricks. Getting a pathway here, and then maybe just working on making more buildings. But I would say, who are you? I would say today's been a pretty good one. So I think this is where I'm going to wrap up and save and quit the title and get out of Forge. So yeah, I hope if you enjoyed, you had a good day. I'll probably be getting back on Minecraft. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Poet, and then I don't know if I'll be streaming Friday because I'm trying to work on stuff besides streaming. I have a video that I'm working on, which I've dedicated a good bit of time to. So I'll see where things stand, how I feel. But I know at least tomorrow is Path of Exile Thursday, so you know, Poet, and then I'll after that I'll probably be back Monday, if not Friday. So yeah. If you're looking for my times to stream, I show up at 3 p.m. Eastern, regardless of whatever days that I do stream. I don't have a guaranteed day of the week that I stream. Um, just hold on. Okay. I don't have like an actual schedule in the week that I stream. I just try to strive for at least 3 days, and it's always at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. in UK time, any kind of London Standard Time, and that's, I believe, I want to say 12. Well, no, I think it's about 11 o'clock on the Pacific timeline. So if you live on the West Coast, that would be 11. 3 o'clock for me, and then 8 o'clock in the UK, and then 9 o'clock in Austria. And so, yeah. Hope you have a good one, and you know, stay frosty. Have a good day, or morning, afternoon, evening, night. You know, just have a good one.